Ma'am, I take Nutella and I put it in that chocolate tray and I put it into the freezer.
Oh, yum, yum, yum. So now next time everybody is going to make chocolate and share it with me. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
ma'am.
Yahya had told me he wanted to watch something. So, for Yahya, right, your request, and this is what I'm doing.
Chocolate maker and co-founder of Rocca Chocolate, and we're at our chocolate factory in Red Hook, Brooklyn. So the cacao pods are cut open and there's a mixture of fruit surrounding the seeds of the cocoa tree. Those are scooped out and generally put into sacks so that they can be taken somewhere to be fermented. This is a repurposed juicer.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Yahya. You know, if I was working in a chocolate factory all the time, I would be doing, right? We all would be doing that.
How much time it takes to make that from cocoa beans a chocolate?
I'll have to check that, Omar, because I don't know. I think it's a continuous process. At one place, they are making that cocoa beans, and it's continuously happening that the other place they are chopping it and they're drying it, and then it's like the finished product, the wrapping and everything. So it's a continuous process. But definitely, I'll check out how much time it takes, and I think it would differ from different companies to companies. But we'll check that out. Okay. So, well, I'm sure we all are back now and had our lovely chocolates and very happy with it, right? So, we go on with our session. Okay, right. So, what connects these pictures? Come on, tell me.
Matter.
Matter?
Melting.
Melting, okay.
Melting.
Melting, okay, okay. Anybody else wants to give me another answer?
States of matter.
States of
It's not matter because there are only two matters in this.
Okay, but the entire universe is made up of matter. So over here also you definitely have matter. The ice cream is also matter, the cheese, the water, and in fact there would be air also around that. So everything is
Ma'am,
matter. Yes?
ice cream is every day. Ma'am, ice cream is very fluff.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So here we are talking about melting. Okay, here we're talking about melting. And what is the opposite of melting?
Freezing.
Freezing. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. All right. So I think you'll know that. Okay, just a bit of recap. How many states of matter are there?
Three.
Yeah.
Three.
What are there?
Solids, molecules,
Solid,
Solid,
liquid, gas,
liquid, and gas. Okay. And matter is made up of
molecules.
molecules. Yes, that is when I take a breakout rule. Right. So, but can somebody just mute, please? Because I can hear some echo happening. Okay, right. So that was when I had a breakout room. We had y'all learning about molecules, but otherwise, those molecules are called particles. Okay, so matter is made up of what? Particles or molecules. Okay. Now, the shape of the molecules and how they move definitely decide whether it's a solid, it's a liquid, or it's a gas. If you see out here, okay, if you see on the picture on your screen, you can see the solid molecules, the solid particles are very close to each other. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yes.
And the liquid a bit, and then finally you have the gas ones, which are Very much far away. Okay. Now, can you see this? Where I'm doing annotation.
Those are the movements of the molecules.
Yes, those are the movements of your particles or your molecules. Okay. So now I'll just show one thing. Okay.
Shabana ma'am,
Yes,
in
Sumant?
dry ice is made just of gas.
Yes, yes, that we're going to learn. Okay, dry ice, how it's solid to gas directly and what it is called. Okay, now suppose these are my molecules and these are my particles. Okay, like I said, all matter is made up of particles. So for solid, will it be like this or will it be like this?
This one.
This would be solid.
Yes.
And the movement of these particles or the movement of these molecules is going to be very little, hardly. Can you see this? Hardly.
And what about Rubik's Cube?
Sorry, Ibrahim?
About Rubik's Cube, ma'am, they are solid, but they move so much.
Rubik Cube is... Abdullah, would you mute yourself, please? Rubik Cube is a... No. Rubik Cube, each and every Rubik Cube is solid, right? But each and every section of Rubik Cube is made up of solid particles. Are you getting it? You cannot flow. Why your Rubik Cubes move is because they made the structure that way. It's because they made a structure that way. Like for example, this leaf of yours is also solid, but if the wind comes, it's going to move, right? So does that make it liquid? No, it doesn't make liquid. The Rubik Cubes are made in such a way that it is supposed to move. But can you pour the Rubik Cube?
Ma'am, it has gaps between
Yes. So the solid, it's an entire solid matter. Like for example, I've got this gun, okay? Now this gun is definitely a solid, but I can move this trigger out here. Can you see it? So that doesn't mean it's not solid. Remember, not only just one definition. I need definition. When it's a solid, it has a definite shape. It has a definite mass and it has a definite volume. That no matter wherever I keep this gun, the volume, the space it will occupy will be same. Understood, Ibrahim? Rubik Cube is your solid, but it's just that the structure is made in such a way that you can move it. Did you get it? Yeah, if you did, it's okay. I don't mind explaining again. You can message me also. It's perfectly fine. So now, supposingly your solid, these are your solid particles or these are your solid molecules and they'll move very slight. Can you see? Hardly there's a movement. Hardly. Okay. And they'll move in their space only. They will not move anywhere else. When it comes to liquid, it's a bit further away and they move a bit slightly more. And because of this, what happens is that they are easy to flow. They can flow, right? Liquids can flow. And when gas is there, it's like they are like moving just about everywhere and they vibrate. You know the meaning of vibrate? I'm sure everybody knows vibrate. You keep your mobile on a vibration. Okay. So when it is in a state of gas, it is always... Sorry?
Ma'am, in alarm there is an option of vibrate.
Yes. Even on your mobile, there are many times you keep it on vibrate. So at that place only it keeps like, yes. You know, you have that. So it's vibrating also and it's moving also in the state of gas. Okay. So now the movement of the particles and the space, see, they have a space between them. This determines that what kind of matter it is. You have your solids, you have your liquids, and you have your gas. Perfect. Okay. Right. Now, like I showed you with the lemons, the molecules, the particles of solid are very tightly packed. Okay. And they have a specific pattern and the force of attraction between them is very, very strong. And because the force of attraction between them is very strong, they are solidified. That's the reason they do not move about, they do not flow about, they do not fly about. Okay. Now the same goes for liquid. Remember, for liquid, I said they're a bit loosely packed, the particles or the molecules. And definitely the force of attraction would be much, much, much lesser. Okay, and they move about easily. And that's the reason you can pour the liquids flow, right? And gas, it's like nothing. There is no any kind of force of attraction between them. They vibrate and they move about freely. Are we?
Mercury.
Yes, Umar?
Mercury then.
Yes, mercury. Mercury is, you've seen mercury. Where do you see mercury?
In a thermometer.
In a thermometer. You see mercury in a thermometer, and you see how it flows. And because there's a rise in the temperature, automatically what will happen? The mercury will rise, and then you come to know whether somebody has fever or no. We'll take that example more in details later. Yes, Anas, you raised your hand. Any queries, Anas?
Yes, ma'am. What is mercury?
Mercury is an element which is in the thermometer. If you see a thermometer, okay, right, in that you have this mercury. It's in the form of a liquid, okay, and it is used to check the temperature, because mercury, the temperature level of heating mercury is very low, and that's the reason you use mercury in thermometer. Okay, so it's an element, you know, thermometer. I'm sure you must be having one at home, or if not, you know, when you are you have fever and they put it under your tongue or under in your armpits. Remember to check what is the fever.
Yes.
Do you remember? Yes. So
Yes.
inside that you have a glass kind of tube, and inside that glass tube there's something like a silver line. And that silver line is what decides what is the temperature. So that is mercury, right? That is mercury.
And if you drink mercury, so you will die because it has poison in it.
Exactly. You cannot have mercury, yes, because it has poison in it. So you cannot.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Shabana ma'am,
Yes.
once
Yes.
Mustafa had fever, so we had a glass thermometer. So I went to wash the tip of it, and then it fell from my hand, and all the glass was spilled in the bathroom.
Ooh, and did the mercury come out from the glass? Did you see the mercury?
No.
Okay. I hope none of you were hurt. You know, whenever a glass breaks, you know what is the tendency? You start to run away. Don't do that. Just pause wherever you are. Call out for somebody at home, whoever adult is there. Don't move from there, because if you try to move, you could cut yourself with the glass. And let them clean the glass, broom it away, and then you can just walk about. Okay, so tell me one thing. Are we clear till here? All of us, we know the solid, how the particles work, the liquid,
Yes.
and the gas.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
everybody clear with it? I can see
Yes,
Pushpa
ma'am.
walking behind Aisha.
That's why, ma'am, so that's why mercury is not hotter than Venus.
Mercury is not a, Yahya, what did you say?
Ma'am, I was telling that that's why it is not hotter than Venus.
Ooh, it's not hot. Okay, yes.
Then what will happen, Mercury?
Sorry?
If we will touch Mercury, then what will
No,
happen?
actually, it's more than touching. It's like, you know, because it's not that you touch, but intake of mercury is harmful to you, okay? And you could die because of that, because it's got poison in it. So it's always
And mercury can also prevent something. So if you put mercury on your dead body, so it will prevent that dead body.
from decomposition. Okay. Now, I hope you all have understood the way the particles work, right? Everybody's understood the solid, how the particles, the molecules are moving around, how it happens in liquid, how it happens in gas. Has
Yes,
everybody
ma'am.
understood? Yes. So we go ahead. Now I want you all to tell me. Okay. Matter can change from one state to another. We saw this in our experiment with chocolate. Okay. Did we see that or no? Did we see that or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So chocolate was what state?
Yes.
Solid.
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 I like whoever said gas. You know, I wish chocolate was in gas state and roaming about everywhere. I would have just been like, ha ha ha, eating it. Yeah.
Making the chocolate is gas.
Okay. So chocolate was a solid state. And what happened to it when I melted it?
Liquid.
It became
It became liquid.
fantastic. Okay. Now, when you saw water. Water was in which state?
Liquid.
Liquid. And what did I do? I started heating the water, right? So what
Yes.
happened?
Yes. It became gas.
Very
Very
good. Very good. So when did it become gas? It started boiling, and after boiling, what happened? It became gas, and that was in the form of steam or water vapor. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So that means matters do change state. Okay. Now what happened? Tell me when I'll just stop sharing because I want to see all of you. You are so cute looking, you know, all of you. Okay. Now what happens? Okay. So far we got the idea when you're heating solid, it became liquid, and when I was boiling liquid water, right, it became gas. Okay. What is the temperature when water boils? Okay, Julie is having water. Humera is having water. Is that
100
liquid?
Celsius. 100 Celsius.
100 degrees. So the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It boils at how much? 100 degrees Celsius. Okay.
Yes.
Now what is Celsius?
A form of
It
unit.
is a form of unit that is used for the heat or the temperature. That is used for temperature.
Okay. Rushda, can you tell me what is Celsius?
Ma'am, and in America, in foreign places, they use Fahrenheit in place of
Okay.
Celsius.
So Rushda, is it correct? In America, do they use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what is Celsius and Fahrenheit?
Celsius is the temperature, measurement of temperature a scientist called Celsius used. And Fahrenheit is also another measurement of temperature.
Fantastic. You know the way, if I want to measure my weight, okay, what is the unit of measurement? It's kg, right?
Grams, kilograms.
Grams. I'm not so like that. I'll measure myself in grams. Okay, maybe you could just measure this lemon in grams. Fantastic. If I want to measure the height, what it will be?
Centimeter and meter.
Yes.
Meter.
The unit of measurement is that. If I need to measure a
Kilometer.
liquid would be obviously in liters. So definitely the unit of measurement for measuring the heat, okay, the unit of measurement for heat is your Celsius or your Fahrenheit. Okay. So 100 degrees Celsius is in the form of Celsius. So what will be the height, Fahrenheit? How much will it be?
Then I think so 150.
Please will you repeat it again, sir?
100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so what is equal to the same number in Fahrenheit? How much degree it would be in Fahrenheit? You need to convert it the way you convert meters into centimeters, remember? So how much Fahrenheit would it be? Anybody? Can you all Google it? Go on, Google it. I'm okay with it.
Ma'am, what we have to Google?
100 degrees Celsius.
Ma'am, I got it.
You got it?
212 degree Fahrenheit.
Fantastic. So that means when the water is boiling, okay, the Celsius is 100 degrees. But when it is Fahrenheit, it will be 212. But it is the same point of boiling water. Either you call it 212 Fahrenheit.
112 Fahrenheit, ma'am.
Yes, 212 Fahrenheit, or you would call it 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, it's the same. It's either 100 degrees Celsius. Just because 212 is more, that doesn't mean the boiling point is higher. The boiling point is same. Okay, now tell me, do all matters have same boiling point?
No.
No? How many say no?
No, solid takes more time and liquid takes less time.
Are you sure, Abdullah? I'm
Yes.
talking. Okay, how many of y'all agree with Abdullah?
Ma'am, can I go to the washroom?
Yes, please.
Ma'am,
Imran.
what Abdullah said?
Abdullah said that solid has a higher boiling point and the liquid has a lower boiling point. Okay, Hamdan agrees with you, Abdullah. Who else agrees with Abdullah? Juwairiya, Aisha, Muhammad, Aisha Kazi. Okay, anybody who wants to give me some other answer? Yahya is also agreeing with you. Okay, so the people who didn't raise their hand is Muhammad Mohammadi, Rushda and Umar. Okay, so y'all don't agree with what Abdullah said. So what is your
Ma'am,
answer?
there are different states of matter like solid, liquid, and gas. So it will take different boiling times.
Different boiling points.
points.
Yeah, right, right. But then will solid take more time than liquid? Is it that way? Everybody says yes to that.
Solid become liquid then.
Okay, you know what? We need to check on this. All of you, remember, check on this. Okay, is it just because it's solid, it will take more time, or is it liquid, it will take less time? I give you this as an assignment. You all will have to find that out for me. Definitely, all matters have different boiling point. Whatever is the boiling point for water.
Now and tell
No,
you the answer.
no, Aisha, just wait. Let me explain a bit more, then I'll let you Google it. What happens is the water boiling point may be something else. It might be 100. Milk boiling point would be something else. Gold, the boiling point will be gold. The gold we wear, it would be different. For nickel, for mercury, it is different. Okay, so all matters have different boiling point. There are many times there might be a solid whose boiling point would be lesser than what liquid is. Okay, now tell me, when the water was boiling, okay, and the vapors were coming out. Remember, I kept a lid on it. What was happening after that?
The water vapor were coming.
Condensation. Condensation.
Means droplets were on the lid.
Okay. So
Then
Juwairiya
the
and
gas.
Aisha, Aga, tell me this. Okay, initially the water vapor was just going right up in the air. Okay, when I put a lid, what was happening?
It was.
Then the gas
Steam was
again made in
Steam
liquid.
was.
It was-
Steam was. Right.
When you lift up the lid, then on the lid there was water vapor.
Okay, so the water vapor was getting trapped by the lid, right, Juwairiya? And then what happened? What happened after that, Juwairiya?
After that, it was all sticking to the lid, and when we opened it, it was going up.
It was going up. Okay, but when it hit the lid, what happened after that, Omar?
Ma'am, condensation.
No, Abdullah, I'm asking Omar, please. What was happening, Omar, when it touched the lid?
It was again becoming water.
Very good. It was again becoming water. Fantastic. Okay. So Shabana Patel, the little Shabana Patel out there. Yes. Why did it become water again? When the vapor touched the lid, okay? The vapor touched the lid, the steam, the gas touched the lid. It became, what did it become? It became water again. Why did that happen?
The gas will.
When it touched the lid? Okay, Aisha Kazi, you want to answer that? Oh, we have Hamza also in. Hello, Hamza. Good morning.
Ma'am, what was the question?
The question was like, even Aisha Aga and Juwairiya explained very well that first the water vapor was just going in the air, okay? When I put the lid, it started hitting the lid, okay? And when it hit the lid, it became turned into water again. Why did that happen?
Because the heat made the water boil, and it became into gas.
Okay. And then the gas, when it hit the lid, again it became into water.
Water.
Again it became liquid, right? So why? Who wants to go? Who wants to tell me why did that happen? Yes, Juveria?
Because it wasn't allowed to go up in the air to become
good.
rain.
Okay, very good, very good. Anybody else? I know it's called condensation, but why? Yes, Aisha Aga?
Ma'am, because when you put the lid on, then the steam gets blocked and it can't go up. And if you take the lid up, then it will go wherever it wants.
Okay,
It
fantastic.
explains that
Okay, Rushta?
when gas is hit on an object, it forms to its original
Okay, Rushta?
form.
Yes, Rushta? Tell me.
It condenses on the lid because the lid is cooler than the water.
Thank you. Fantastic. This is what I was looking for. I was not just looking for the term condensation. I wanted the explanation why this happened. Remember, your steam is hot and the lid on top of it was cold. So when my steam touched the lid, what happened? It turned into water again because the lid was cold. So this is what is entire cycle. Okay. Wherein your yes, Juveria?
If it is, if the lid is also hot, so what will happen? It will remain gas.
No, what will happen is, see, actually, if you cover the lid, okay, it keeps on touching, right? Time and again, and it so happens that the vapor, the water's boiling point is so much more higher that usually the heat, the point of the lid heat point is much lesser, and it keeps on turning into water. And now when water is there, so automatically the lid keeps on becoming cooler. Okay, now do one thing. Next time your mama makes biryani or she makes rice, and she's covering the pot, right, with the lid, you keep on checking whether the lid has water or it doesn't have water. Okay?
Yesterday only my mother made.
Oh, and you didn't send it to me, Umar. Okay, so even if it is hot, the vapor is definitely hotter. Juveria? Even if your lid is hot, the vapor is definitely hotter. And every time the vapor keeps on hitting the lid, because the vapor is hotter and the lid is definitely less hotter than your vapor, it will condense. Understood? So now what is this? Yes? Yes. Yes?
Because of the water molecules being less, becoming gas, it goes more light, and the solid molecules stick hard. So when the gas molecules hit the water molecules, the solid molecules trap them, and they come together, forming liquid.
Yes, Aisha Kazi, you're correct. Yes, Hamza. No, I know. She just messaged me something and I said that. I know, of course, you're Hamza the lion. Yes, Hamza, but that would be again into solubles. Okay, we'll go that a bit later in details. Okay, so now tell me one thing. When the water is boiling and it is going in the form of gas, now I'm talking about terms. You all understood what process is happening, what chemical changes are happening. Now tell me the process. When the water is boiling, okay, and it turns into gas. Okay, what is that process called?
Evaporation.
Fantastic. It's called evaporation. Evaporation. Whenever the water is boiling, water is heating up and it is going up in the form of gas, it is called evaporation. Okay, and when the steam touched the lid, okay, and again it became liquid, again it turned into water. What is that called?
Condensation.
Condensation. So evaporation is wherein water is going up in the form of vapor, that is your evaporation, and condensation is when again the gas becomes into liquid. Do you get it, everybody? Any confusion regarding this? Any kind of confusion regarding this? Tell me.
No.
Are you sure? So when your liquid turns into vapor, it is called evaporation. And when the vapor, that is the gas, it turns into liquid again, it is called condensation. Are we okay? Aisha Aga, Juveria, Humaira, Hamza, Omar? Have you understood the two different concepts, evaporation and condensation? Okay. Now this question is for Umar and Aisha Aga, Juwairia and Aisha Kazi. Okay. Does evaporation happen in real life, in nature? Does evaporation happen in nature?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then wait, Aisha Kazi. Just wait. Yes. Where does it happen? Yes, Juvi, Aisha Aga. Go on, Aisha Aga.
It happened in the clouds in the sky.
Fantastic. But sky, before
It
that.
also happens in the rain.
Okay, fantastic. Yes,
It
Juveria.
happens in lava.
Okay, fantastic, Juveria. Umar, where does it happen?
And in seas and oceans.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay, okay. Who would like to go? Hamza?
In rivers.
Rivers, fantastic.
Ma'am, as you said, because the fire very hot, so it evaporates. I guess it happens in the ocean in summertime that the sun
Very
is too
good.
hot, so the water evaporates.
Very good. Yes. Anas, Rushta, y'all want to add on to it? Aisha Kazi, Ibrahim, Yahya, Mohammadi.
Mountains. The fog.
Fantastic. Well done. Okay.
Lakes
That would be your condensation. Yes.
and lakes, waterfalls.
Lakes, water. Okay. So now the lakes and water, okay, it evaporates, the water evaporates from there. And where does that evaporation, what does happen after that?
They go to the sea.
They become clouds.
Fantastic. Why do they become clouds, Aisha?
Ma'am, can you 1 minute?
They become clouds and rainy season that becomes in the water.
Okay, fantastic. Hamdan, why do they become clouds, Hamdan? The water which is evaporating from the oceans and rivers and lakes, okay, it turns into cloud. Why does it turn into cloud? Yes, Mohammed Saqib, wait. Aisha Kazi, wait. I'll come to y'all. Why does it turn into cloud? I can't hear you, Hamdan. You unmuted, but I think you haven't connected your headset to your device. Can others hear him or is it I can't hear him?
No, ma'am, I can't hear.
Can you 1 minute open screen share?
Which screen share? You want to do it?
I
Aisha,
want to show something.
just a minute, Aisha. Once I get an answer of this, okay, because of the sun, he's saying they become cloud. You all agree with what Hamdan is saying?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, Shabana, the younger Shabana agrees with you. Okay. Anybody else give me another reason? Why do they become clouds? What happens in clouds? What happens actually to the vapor in the clouds?
They become water.
Fantastic, Mohammed Mohammadi. Condensation happens over there. Right? Abdullah, can you mute yourself if you're not answering, please? Okay. What happens is condensation. Yes, Hamza, go on. Yeah, you raising your hand or you're hanging? Okay, he's raising a hand.
Ma'am, I guess the dust particles floating in the air get mixed with the water forming gas. And when it comes to the hilly areas, the water mixes with the mud forming a drop or a ice cube.
Excellent, Hamza. Excellent. Yes, Yahya, go on.
And there is acid rain because the factory produces very much smoke now, so it condensates and it rains, so all metals get rusted.
Yes, Yahya, but we're not talking about acid rain. We're talking right now about vapor going up in the air, okay? And how does it become cloud? It becomes cloud because definitely the temperature. Remember the lid?
And they
We talked about lid.
They
Yes. Yeah, because of condensation. You know, at higher altitudes, it's much cooler over there. So whenever water evaporates, okay, And when it evaporates, yeah, I'll do it. Aisha Kazi, just give me 2 minutes. Aisha Aga, just give me 2 minutes. What happens whenever the water evaporates, okay? Because at higher altitude, it's so much more cooler. So what happens? The gas, it turns into liquid again. It becomes a condensation. Remember the lid example I showed you? I showed you the lid example,
Yes.
right? What happens in the lid example? The vapor is going and the lid is colder, so it becomes condensed. So that is the way it happens in your evaporation as well.
But
Okay, Aisha
clouds,
Kazi wants to show you something. Just a minute.
Ma'am, when they condensate, they
Go on, Aisha Kazi. Sorry, Aisha Aga, share your screen. And then Aisha Kazi would like to say. Yes, Ibrahim, go on, please.
Ma'am, when they condensate, the clouds become bigger and bigger, and when they crash to each other, it comes down in the form of rain or snow.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. See, this is how evaporation is happening. Can you see that? Aisha is sharing the screen with you all. Aisha Aga, thank you. See, because of the heat.
Can
Okay.
I explain, ma'am?
Yes, Ibrahim, go on. Please explain.
First, in the sea, they evaporate and go up, and because of the sun and the cloud, they condensate and go.
No, they do not condense because of the sun. They condense because there it is much more cooler. Remember that. Okay. Because of the sun, the water heats up and there's the vapor. It evaporates. Okay. Because of the sun, there's evaporation.
Like an example of boiling, na, ma'am.
Okay.
So, ma'am, they condensate and they go to the hilly areas, and then when they crash over there, or sometimes they oftenly rain and snow, so it comes down from the rivers and go to the sea again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Aisha Aga. Can we stop screen sharing now, please? Okay. Any confusion regarding evaporation and condensation? Yes, Juveria?
Ma'am, I have
clouds
confusion.
are, ma'am, clouds are gas, but how does it become liquid then?
Because
when
of
it
the
goes-
dust particles and the amount of gas and vapor, when what happens, it goes up, okay, and when it condenses, condensation is basically becoming water again, the clouds, okay. Remember your lid, when you're covering the lid over the boiling water. So now imagine your sea is your boiling water. It won't boil, but because of the sun, the heat, remember, always heat will be the playing factor. If a heat is given, then only there would be an evaporation. The way we were boiling water and then there was evaporation, vapors coming out. So that way when the sun heat falls on the water bodies, that is the time you have evaporation. And when they evaporate, they go higher, higher, higher and mix with dust particles. And what happens? Because at high altitude it's colder, they condense. And what is condensation? That the gas becomes liquid again. Right? So where basically your clouds are full of, yeah, go on.
Liquid.
Yes,
but
yes.
clouds are gas. Clouds are gas, but how does it? It's not liquid, right? Clouds are, ma'am, gas or liquid?
They are your dust particles, okay? I'll just show you one minute. They are your dust particles, okay? And your dust particles and with your condensation they are formed. Just a minute, till that time Mohammed Saqib wants to show something. Please show it, Mohammed Saqib. Mohammed Saqib, you wanted to show something? Because we just have 3 more minutes. I'll attend to Juveria. And okay, see there he's showing his evaporation, right? And condensation. Okay. Anybody else wants to share? Aisha Kazi, you wanted to share something? Let Aisha Kazi talk and then Juveria, I'll come back to your question. Where's Aisha Kazi? Oh, she's gone. Okay.
Not in the meeting.
Okay. Okay. Juveria, all right. Now your cloud, okay, it's made up of basically all three matters. Okay, your cloud is made up of all three matters. The first matter is the dust particles, okay, which are in the atmosphere and they go up. The second matter is the vapor that is condensed. So whenever there's a condensation, what happens is the vapor, the gas becomes liquid again. right? Condensation, remember we had that lid and the liquid became, and the gas became liquid again. So the second thing that your cloud is made up of is tiny, 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 tiny droplets of water, and lots and lots and lots of water. Lots and lots and lots of droplets.
But
And the third thing is there are gases also in your cloud. So that means your cloud is not just gas, it is not just liquid, it is all three matters in the cloud. Any questions? Your cloud is made up of dust particles, your cloud is made up of tiny droplets of water, and how did that tiny droplets of water come? They came because of condensation. Yes, Aisha, I'll come to you. And third is, it is made up of dust particles. Yes, Aisha, tell me.
Ma'am, is there any chemicals in the cloud?
Yes, you know, chemicals go by because of us. And that's the reason Yahya explained what? The acid rain.
But we can't touch the cloud.
Yes, you cannot touch the cloud. You know what? We can do one thing. We'll just try and invent something. You all can do that. Yeah. Yes, pollution. Fantastic. Ibrahim.
Ma'am, UAE is putting chemicals in the cloud to rain.
Yes, they have to. They have no choice. Okay. Now, I'll just come back to this. Aisha Qazi left her, right? She's not there with us. Matter can change from one state to
They
another.
don't put chemicals. They put
It's
they do
cloud
cloud
seeding.
seeding with
Cloud
sand.
seeding. It's cloud
With
seeding, right?
sand. Yes, with
Yes.
sand.
Ma'am, you know, ma'am, in baking there are edible paints and edible things too. In baking there are
Yes. You have edible leaves and edible, yes,
Yeah,
papers and everything to eat.
on the cake they put moti like thing, but they are edible, ma'am. They're not.
Okay. So any question so far about evaporation and condensation, boiling point, heating, cooling?
Let's say something.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Okay.
they come down in the form of precipitation.
Precipitation. Okay. Now one more thing. Okay. When the chocolate you all melted and then you set it in the tray, after that, did it become a solid or was it still liquid?
Solid.
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 Why did it become a solid?
Solid.
Rushda?
Solid.
Rushda, why did it become solid? The melted chocolate, it was in the form of liquid. Why did it become solid?
Because the cool air froze it.
Okay, the cool air froze it. Okay, now I want you all to remember what we did today. Okay, next time I'm going to make you all do some more activities and you all are going to solve it. Okay, done?
Next time, candle.
Candles, no, candles after some time we'll do it, but we will definitely make candles. Like I said, all the materials for candles are not so easily available. Yes, Ibrahim, you wanted to say something? After that, you can go, Hamza. Yes?
Just said precipitation.
Yes, precipitation. Yes, Hamza?
Ma'am, when the clouds are formed with dust particles, solid, liquid, and gas, the gas covers the solid and the liquid, and solid and dust particles that combine with liquid, forming or the liquid fall like as it is, or it becomes a snowflakes and falls.
It precipitates, and depending again on the heat, the temperature of where it is falling, it will come in the form of snow or hails or rain. Okay?
Ma'am,
Umar, you want to ask? Umar, we go turn by turn. Everybody should get a chance. Nobody should feel left out.
Desert, the rain comes, but in the middle only it evaporates.
Exactly. The reason is because you know that what is the temperature out there. Yes, Aisha? Aisha Aga, you want to say something? You raised your hand, I think. Okay. Any questions? Any queries? Anybody?
No, ma'am.
No? Are you sure? Okay. Now, I will have many questions for you and I want you all to answer it. Okay. I hope everybody's done with your assignments and we can go ahead with others, you know, solving them. Yeah. Yes, Ibrahim, you wanted to add something. Please go on.
today can we do super science? We did not do it for so long.
We did so many words of super science. We did condensation, we did evaporation, we did boiling, we did heating, we did freezing. These are all words of your super science. Okay. But if you want, next time I'll put this specifically on our slide. Okay. So thank you so much. And we'll continue with this next time. Maybe again we'll have a breakout room so that we can do a bit more on molecules and atoms. I'm sure Rushda and all will like that. Yeah. Okay then. Aisha Kazi hasn't come back yet, and okay, she wanted to share something other time. Thank you so much. Bye everybody.